What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mega Man 6. Last time, we took out all the Robot Masters, and now, as you would expect, we're going into a fortress. We're going into Mr. X's fortress. The guy who's been behind it all, or so he says. And what would you guess? His fortress is just the letter X. We have to get to the giant X. So we got 4 stages here. Let's take on the first 2. So, okay, a couple episodes ago I was talking about there being a song in this game that sounds very similar to another Mega Man song. And it's this song. So the part that goes da 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 da, doesn't that sound exactly like the opening stage of Mega Man X? Which I think actually came out before this game, or was like in development at the same time, so yeah. The da 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 is exactly the same, to me, or very similar. But the rest of the song's entirely different, so... But it is something that I noticed. It doesn't really make a difference. It's still a good song. Again, it doesn't really... I'm not 100% sure if it fits the theme of what we're doing, but it's a good song. So, of course, these fortress levels want you to use your rush abilities and everything. You know, it wants you to use them correctly, not like that. So that is kind of tricky. Got you again. I do love these guys just because of the funny explosion sound. Every single bullet they shoot will make that explosion sound, and it can get very frequent if there's enough of them. So here there's, again, 2 routes you can take. You can actually break that glass over there and go inside that way. Which is what I did last time, so I'm actually gonna go up here this time. There's no more hidden items, though. One of them might have, like, energy tanks or something, but I'm just gonna go this way. It doesn't really make a difference. Well, I'm sure if you were, like, speedrunning, one of them's probably faster, but whatever. I'm just gonna fall, apparently. Isn't that cool? Get out! Get out! There we go. Yeah, here's... Explosions! Explosion sounds everywhere. It's kind of hard. They want you to fly and shoot them and avoid them. Like... Yeah, that's a little tricky. There we go. Though it would be easier if I wasn't so impatient, but that's how I am. I just tank everything in these games. It's probably not fun to watch, but, you know. And if I sound mad, I'm not actually mad. I don't know why I sound mad. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just dumb. I am very dumb. That's kind of the whole theme of these Let's Plays, if you can't tell. It's me being dumb at Mega Man. Hopefully I've at least provided a few moments where you're like, wow, he's actually not terrible sometimes. Because a lot of people talk about, oh, I don't want to play Mega Man, it's too hard. And I do kind of understand it, but I'll tell you, it's not as hard as some other games I've played. It's not as hard as, like, Cuphead, for example, or Hollow Knight, 2 games that I've played. Definitely not as hard as those. But maybe I'm just saying that because of the rewind. And again, that's why I like Legacy Collection so much. It's the rewind. Makes it so much more accessible to casual people who don't want to play a hard game. You have your rewind, so you can just cheat death and all that. It's still gonna be hard and frustrating, but it makes it so more accessible, and the turbo helps a little bit too. Anyway, I completely forgot to check what item we need for this guy, so this next boss is called Power Piston, and we need the Silver Tom. Okay, this is a really easy fight, actually. Well, at least it should be an easy fight. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, I don't know. Wait, so there's a trick to this fight, I remember now. Isn't this the fight where there's like a way to cheese it? Is it... No, how do you cheese this fight? There's a certain weapon you use that will, like, change the direction they're moving. Is it Power Suit? There is a fight that will cheese the crap out of this boss. It's this one. Okay, so I want to show this. If you use the Power Suit, it will push them back, and they can never reach you if you time it correctly. It's a little bit hard to do with the one where you jump, but yeah, they will just change direction with this. So, very easy with that trick. So it wants me to use the Tomahawk, but I much rather recommend... Yeah. Actually, I was reading the wrong thing. So the Power Piston's the second boss. That boss was called Rounder 2. What am I reading? Yeah, so Rounder 2 is Rush Power, is what you want to use. Which is what we just did. Power Piston is what we're doing now. My bad. I skipped it in the guide. So... yeah, with that boss, you just want to knock it back. Here we got a bunch of, these things that you can go through, and it's kind of a hint for what's coming up in a bit, or they're gonna use them for fake floor, so keep that in mind. Got a button mash there. Hate when you have to jump for these guys. I think the Tomahawk will take care of them. Like, you can if you aim it. There we go. Again, sorry for all the controller clicking you hear sometimes, but that's just how you have to play Mega Man sometimes. Good old falling platforms here. Then we need to jetpack. Not hard at all. Here's the fake floors. They kind of ease you up here. It might mess you up the first time, but they do show you early on, hey, these are things that you can go through, so they're kind of obvious. And they're not in the level that much. I only died here because of this guy. Take care of this guy, come on. There. So, I guess I'll use an E-Tank. And let's see, let's try the Windstorm. The Windstorm is a weird item. It will go to the ground, and then it's supposed to... I guess it doesn't work on these guys, great. It's supposed to, instead of killing an enemy, when they quote-unquote die, they are carried off screen instead. I don't really like that, but it does do the same thing as killing them, and it's actually pretty strong. But I like the satisfaction of seeing them explode, so... but where'd it go? Here is what it'll actually do, it'll just carry them off screen. It works the same way as killing them, it's just a unique animation. I think. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you get drops either, so that's the other downside, you don't get any drops. But it's also pretty good, but... Okay, there we go. Get out of here. Later, loser. Goodbye. So now, we use the Silver Tomahawk. This is Power Piston. And I don't think this guy's that hard either. But we were fighting Rounder 2 before. Yeah, sorry getting so confused there. So the main challenge here is avoiding the falling rocks. The bullets aren't that bad. You do have to aim. I think I would rather just try to avoid the rocks and just not focus on aiming, because it's a pretty big shot that most of the time it'll hit. I don't want to use my other E-Tank already. I think I'm gonna use it though, just so that this isn't complete pain. I just need to be more careful about my health next time. Okay, this really isn't that bad. He just wants to not... He doesn't want to come down right now. Gee. You do get to hear that funny explosion sound, though. I don't know why I like it so much, but... Oh. And now I'm out of ammo, even. What about you? This is insane. You know what? I'm gonna have to rewind this entire fight. I might cut this out. I might not. I think I'm gonna actually let you just watch some reverse gameplay because it's very amusing. But yeah, this Let's Play's been kind of rough. I'm just trying to balance commentary and weapons and like what I need to the guide and I don't know. But it should be a little smoother from here on out. I'm gonna do this fight over, and I'm gonna make it not terrible. Okay, so I'm now starting the entire fight over. I guess I could have just died instead, that would have been quicker. But this time I'm gonna not miss as much, I hope. I get the attack pattern now, but it's still really hard to dodge. Because you have to aim the weapon. And it actually is a little frustrating to aim. I kind of take back what I said earlier. You know, my aim wasn't as bad this time, though. He's almost dead. Come on. So yes, I was saying this boss is easy. It was the last boss that's easy. This one's a little annoying, as you can see. Because of the rocks. But I mean, he is the power piston. I guess he's hitting the wall hard enough that it's making rocks fall down. That's the whole idea. Anyway, we are halfway through Mr. X's fortress, or whatever you want to call it. Next time we're gonna go reach Mr. X. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Mega Man 6.